Now we can start.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Mesmer. I am one of the advisors of Players Club and the director of the Spring Musical.
And my name is Joseph Blute. I am the other advisor of the Eastchester High School Players Club, as well as the Fall Comedy Director.
1, 2, 3.
The Eastchester High School Players Club, it's so many things.
I would like to refer to this club as a semi-amateur professional youth theater troupe. Quite frankly, that's how we operate.
Some of the main objectives for the club, the more obvious ones would be the craft of the performing arts, right? Students learn how to sing in particular styles, in particular character voices. The acting element is finding truth within whatever character you are portraying. The next phase, the next objective phase for these kids is to sort of take these skills and apply them to various styles.
Here at the Eastchester High School Players Club, we do 2 shows a year. We do a fall comedy, and we do a spring musical. Are we ready?
Very.
So
Absolutely.
ready. Woo!
The fall comedy is no laughing matter. It's very serious.
Shake! Shake! Good, that's it! That's great! No seconds!
With the fall comedy, you get more, like a lot more acting experience, and I feel like I grow more as an actor.
It's like kind of addicting. Like once you do one show, you can't not do the next show.
There is no singing to hide behind. There is no dancing to hide behind. So it's very important that we make sure the acting is at a level that truly, quite frankly, is beyond high school.
Every successful director needs an incredible team around him that he can trust.
I'm on strike right now. I can't do this.
Brandon's very fun and exciting.
Brendan was so funny.
Well, Joe, I think you're wrong.
He's a clown, and that's interesting. like he's a professional clown.
I love you, Brandon.
Brandon Salerno is our incredible assistant director for the fall comedies. He is everything that a director could ask for in an assistant director. Mara Davi is a veteran Broadway and television actress who was our fight choreographer. We are incredibly blessed and very lucky to have someone like Mara. Jen Armando is our incredible set designer. Her and her amazing team were able to design a set that truly was stuff of a director's dream. Nick Soshin is our unbelievable auditorium manager. You see the lighting for this? That's Nick Soshin. What I've learned here in my time as a high school director is that the students want the bar to be raised.
Next year's fall comedy will be the high school edition of The Play That Goes Wrong.
I just saw that. I knew it.
When people ask me like, what's your favorite show you've done, I always say it's The Play That Goes Wrong.
That was a unique show. Whoa.
It was climbing Mount Everest, to put it bluntly. Every director will have a different approach. For The Play That Goes Wrong, for the audition process, I am trying to find how the students are going to react when something goes wrong in accordance to their most natural state. The first was making things go wrong when they had to perform a monologue on stage. How do they react to it?
Oh, okay.
I was a little scared though, for sure.
Oh, no, definitely.
I had so much fun.
It was definitely very new. I'd never done any like improv or like relying on the audience.
Talk from the audience. This is a game show.
When you are acting in the play that goes wrong, you are technically playing 2 characters.
I'm gonna justify the reason why she can't remember her lines and why she can't read the lines that she's written on her hands as she doesn't know English. And I was like, okay, yeah, she's French now.
I love that role. Oh my god. I remember.
And
and my character was like searching for Winston, the dog.
First, a dog? Has this dog been invited to this public meeting? Winston!
As a member of the tech crew ensemble in the play that goes wrong, I barked. I also whooshed.
That one was a lot.
The polls.
Oh.
I think it was Denise who tackled Max.
Oh. Oh, those swords.
And of course, Jack.
Alright, that was better. That's what it's gonna be. Laura, you gotta play dead.
I guess when I was like crying, probably. That was fun. Working with Mara was so amazing and so much fun on the fight choreo, especially because in the past she played Sandra, directing us in a situation she was in. It just was like a magical experience, just throwing things at each other.
It took us about 3 days to work the clock. We basically had to block the clock as if the clock was a character in the show. Yeah, Taylor's tech booth was quite the happening spot.
So you have my posters, my favorite band, Duran Duran. If you ever see this, just know you have my heart. As you guys know, I can't do a show without my coffee. These are my only 2 friends in the show. They're old men. So I legitimately do this, so.
And finally, the set.
As the set was being built up, piece by piece.
From the vision, from the execution.
Because there were so many trial and errors when making the set. So many things failed, so many things succeeded. And it was just always such a mess of what was going to go right and what was going to go wrong. And sometimes we didn't even know. So we had to keep on, we spent like entire hours, days, just making sure this one part of the set would do its thing.
The other group of students that make this club a semi-professional youth theater troupe is our tech crew.
You really notice all the things that a stage manager has to do. It's one of those jobs where you really don't notice it until something goes wrong. It's a lot of communication between the assistants and also the director.
And then finally, the set collapsed.
You have to put the whole set back up, and you do it again, and you have to put the set back up.
No one got hurt.
And we were very safe.
And we were very safe.
And we were very safe.
It was imperative for the play that goes wrong was safety, safety, safety.
OSHA, nothing, okay?
It took a hyper focus from both the cast and crew. It took very strict direction, but we were all on the same page and we were able to buy in to make sure that no one was going to get hurt over the course of the show. There was just pure silence after that flat fell. And I'm seeing people, did they really just do that?
I had not seen any clips of this show before, so when they first came down, I was not expecting it at all. Like, everything to fall down.
And the audience reaction was definitely exciting because, like you said, they've probably never seen anything like that before. So it was nice to see like their amazement of what we accomplished.
It was a massive ask, and to see it perfected was nothing short of inspiring.
In the musical, there's the elements of singing and dancing on top of it. There's the element of an ensemble. Do I need to focus on some harmony today? Do I need to work on my dance moves? So I think balancing the singing, the dancing, and quote unquote the scene work or the acting, and making sure the story is alive in each one of those moments. When I'm directing a musical, I try to really get in the mind of the writer. Where do these relationships start and how do they end? And how does everything else move around that? Because at the end of the day, whether or not an audience member can relate specifically to this actor or that character or whatever, they feel the same emotions. And so how are these relationships bringing about emotions that the audience can relate to? Sometimes the writer has meaning beneath what the scenes are actually saying. It's really important to me that every element comes together to tell the same story. So what color palette are we costuming the actors with, and how does that dynamic interplay with what the characters are doing? What is the shape of the set? What colors and sizes and things is the shape doing to host all of the story that we're telling? How are the lights being displayed in a way that highlights the parts of the stage that need to be so that the story can come to life? Part of what also allowed us to build upon The Play That Goes Wrong and to move into the Addams Family that same spring is the idea of allowing student actors to find truth in a pretty absurd character, and to take iconic characters like Morticia and Gomez Addams, Wednesday Addams with the popularity of the recent TV show, coupled with all the films and all the franchise, and heighten all of those characters on stage, but to still follow the familial stories and to follow the love story with Wednesday and the in and out of love of Morticia and Gomez. So giving the students an opportunity to base level act truth in those moments while adding the layers of the comedic layers and the over-the-top characters that these particular individuals possess.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum when people come to see them. They really are a scream, the Addams Family.
So we are lucky enough to have Broadway and TV veteran Mara Davi on board as our choreographer. We have conversations about who are these characters, what are they doing, and how do they move.
It was such a pleasure to be able to learn dancing from someone like that. It channels the energy of it, and it's kind of like creepy and kooky.
When you learn a dance and like when it's in your body, then it's just like muscle memory. Like there's no thinking.
Todd Beanie is our orchestra director, and from the quality of music perspective, he's one of the best musicians I've ever met.
We love Todd. Every time he comes for everything, we're like, oh my God, Todd.
It's really important, no matter what the style, no matter what the genre, no matter what the story you're telling, to have harmonies that are really solid, to have vocals that are really confident. So
I feel like it was finally getting back to like a big ensemble.
Being the opening number with everyone on stage and we all worked our butt off, like we did that When You're in Addams 100 times, and then it finally came together and everyone was so proud of each other.
Miss Batts, as the costume designer, I also have someone to bounce those ideas off of a lot more with Miss Batts, where I make slideshows with pictures of different costumes we're planning on buying, or pictures we have, to put them all together and make sure the ensemble all looks cohesive.
It was Saturday show, fire alarm goes off. Me and the 5 other people in the crypt were just like no way the fire alarm just went off.
I came to the edge of the stage and I went like this to the audience to go out to...
The audience had to be evacuated. So we were just like waiting outside until we can go back in. We're like, okay, top of show.
That's also where the house managers and the ushers came in really handy. They really handled it perfectly. They opened the doors in the back. They made sure the balcony doors were open and unlocked, and they got everyone out in time.
You had to ruin it.
With your eyes still closed, I want you to picture a lot of smoke on the stage. Please open your eyes. That's all the smoke you're seeing for the rest of the night. Thank you so much for your patience. We're going to reset. We'll be starting in 1 or 2 minutes. That it was during Pugsley setting off the bomb, and so people were confused, is this real?
Aren't you a little young to be smoking? Besides, it might set off the fire alarm.
That's hard for anyone, and to watch these high schoolers come back and just figure it out and get right back into it and just go right back like nothing ever happened was, I mean, the audience cheered louder that night than they ever did.
My hat! She's a first-class kind of woman. She's the girl I love the most. And they drive you round the bend. When she runs, it's like a glimpse of the divine. And the thrills are guaranteed when you ride her at full speed on the London to Brighton line. On the Brighton line, on the Brighton line, on the London to Brighton line.
For One Man, Two Governors, it essentially is the contemporary version of The Servant of Two Masters. It was very important for the students to really find the roots of the Commedia dell'arte characters that they were portraying in One Man, Two Governors. Who are the masters? Who are the servants? Myself, Brandon, and our guest actor David were able to perform Commedia for the kids.
You better get fucking judge!
It was like fun seeing how like you like the mask created the character from like what you see and like not the other way around.
What the mask work did was it really allowed the actors, it really freed them up.
You just have to look at this mask and it's like the most bare bone form of like, who am I, who is this character, and how do I get into this role?
Our character day for One Man, Two Governors started in prehistoric times.
That's not good. All right, that's what you want to do. Why?
Worked its way to medieval times. Then worked its way to the ballroom of the Titanic. Then we made our way to the freezing waters of the Atlantic Ocean after the Titanic sinks.
The boat's still sinking! The boat's still sinking! I'm dead.
In darkness.
I think we all walked into Governors not expecting to like the show. But then once every person got in the groove of their character and we really like started to love the show, it just became so much more than I could have ever expected it to be.
There were tons of physical comedy in the farce of One Man, Two Governors. I had to tell the actors very little where to guide them with the physical comedy. Our Francis Henshaw was a sophomore.
It was just really cool just doing all that. The physical comedy was probably one of my favorite parts. Personally, I'm kind of a clumsy person sometimes, so most of the time it's a little natural, but then it kind of just comes to me like a vision.
The experimentation was off the charts on the daily.
Surface level dumb.
Years ago, I was young and stupid.
She was also sensitive and she wanted a good relationship.
It was so much fun. I mean,
Do not torment me, Charlie. I'm no longer responsible for my actions. I am dangerous, unpredictable, like a wasp in a shop window.
Harry Dangle was unlike. He has such a funny name. He was unlike any other character I've ever played in the sense that he was like a 60-year-old man.
The law, contract, and my particular specialism says that the daily observe this.
Casey did great.
Casey was
Casey,
amazing.
yeah, Casey.
We decided that we were going to do all the music for One Man, Two Governors.
So much fun. I've never worked on that style of music before, so that component alone was rewarding for us as musicians. Jake, who just his voice naturally worked with this style of music, and with his backup singers Paul and Elizabeth, just able to find and hold those harmonies, and for their voices to mix so well together. Just the 7 of us performing, never mind what was going on stage, which was fantastic, was really artistically rewarding. And in a way, in this production, I felt more like an artist or a member of it rather than a director.
It just puts a smile on your face as a director.
It gives you like a whole new sense of like confidence. You have a talent, but then you show people and then people clap for you.
When you're on this stage, you matter.
The way I can be myself, like they both said, in this room, I know the people here and I trust every single person in this club like they are a part of my immediate family.
It gave me a sense of purpose. It's like a family. Like that was the first word that came to my mind.
Ah, the Sparkle Awards. The Sparkle Awards are given to students who sparkle on stage.
when someone gets their Sparkle Award, it's just a big moment for them.
One actress that received the award, after she received her Sparkle Award, she was in the back of the auditorium for a little while and she was away from her friends. So I went in the back of the auditorium to check on her. And when I got back there, when I saw her, she was crying. And I asked her, "Why are you crying?" And she looked at me and she said, "I never won an award before."
There's just something about this club that permeates time and space, as you will, if you will, and it's just an honor to be a part of it. It's an honor to, humbling to direct it and to sort of keep it moving forward.
This club's like extremely special. As you can see, like the bonds we make here are just so beautiful. And you find like your forever home here. Your best friends are here. It just makes everything to you. So thank you for